Her office has a bookshelf, like all shrinks' offices. I used to not want to call them shrinks, but now that I've been through so many, I feel entitled to it. It's an adult term, and it's disrespectful, and I'm more than two-thirds adult, and I'm pretty disrespectful, so what the hell? Like all shrinks' offices, anyway, it has the bookshelf full of required reading. First of all, there's the DSM, the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, which lists every kind of psychological disorder known to man. That's fun reading. Very thick book. I don't have a whole lot of what's in there. I just have one big thing, but I know all about it from skimming. There's great stuff in there. There's a disease called Undine's Curse, in which your body loses the ability to breathe involuntarily. Can you imagine? You have to think, breathe all the time, or you stop breathing. Most people who get it die. If the shrink is classy, mostly she'll, occasionally a he'll, have a bunch of DSMs, because they come in different editions. 3, 4, and 5 are the most common. I don't think you can find a DSM-2. It came out in 1963 or something. It takes like 10 years to put one out, and they're working on 6. Geez, I could be a shrink. Now, in addition to the DSMs, there are an assortment of specific books on psychiatric disorders, things like the Freedom from Depression Workbook, Anxiety and Panic Attacks, Their Cause and Cure, and The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Always hardcover, no paperbacks in a shrink's office. Usually there's at least one book on childhood sexual abuse, like The Wounded Heart, and one shrink I went to caught me looking at that and said, "That book is about childhood sexual abuse." And I was like, "Uh-huh." And she said, "It's for people who were abused." And I nodded. "Were you?" She had a little old lady face, this one, with a shock of white hair, and I never saw her again. What kind of question was that? Of course I wasn't abused. If I were, things would be so simple. I'd have a reason for being in shrinks' offices. I'd have a justification and something that I could work on. The world wasn't going to give me something that tidy. "I'm fine." "Well, I'm not fine. I'm here." "Is there something wrong with that?" "Absolutely. You've been coming here for a while." Dr. Minerva always has such amazing outfits. It's not that she's particularly sexy or beautiful. She just carves herself out well. Today she has a red sweater and red lipstick that is exactly the same red. It's as if she went to the paint store to match them up. "I want to not have to come here." "Well, you're in a process. How are you doing?" This is her prompt question. The shrinks always have one prompt question. I've had ones that said, "What's up? How are we?" And even, "What's happening in the world of Craig?" They never change. It's like their jingle. "I didn't wake up well today." "Did you sleep well?" "I slept okay." She looks completely stone, staring ahead. I don't know how they do this, the psych poker face. Psychologists should play poker. Maybe they do. Maybe they're the ones who win all the money on TV. Then they have the gall to charge my mom $120 an hour. They're very greedy. "What happened when you woke up?" "I was having a dream. I don't know what it was, but when I woke up I had this awful realization that I was awake. It hit me like a brick in the groin." "Like a brick in the groin, I see." "I didn't want to wake up. I was having a much better time asleep. And that's really sad. It was almost like a reverse nightmare, like when you wake up from a nightmare you're so relieved. I woke up into a nightmare." "And what is that nightmare, Craig?" "Life." "Life is a nightmare." "Yes." We stop. Cosmic moment, I guess. Ooh, is life really a nightmare? We need to spend like 10 seconds contemplating that. "What did you do when you realized you were awake?" "I lay in bed." There were more things to tell her, things I held back, like the fact that I was hungry in bed this morning. I hadn't eaten the night before. I went to bed exhausted from homework and knew as I hit the pillow that I would pay for it in the morning, that I would wake up really hungry, that I would cross the line where my stomach gets so needy that I can't eat anything. I woke up and my stomach was screaming, hollowing itself out under my little chest. I didn't want to do anything about it. I didn't want to eat. The idea of eating made me hurt more.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.